Good morning, you all, my dear children. I am going to continue my this chapter, human reproduction. In this chapter, I have already discussed about the male and female reproductive system, as well as gametogenesis, spermatogenesis, and oogenesis. Now, I am going to discuss about the menstrual cycle. What is menstrual cycle? You know that in human females there is a regular cycle takes place at the interval of 28 to 29 days. This cycle is known as menstrual cycle. This cycle takes place in females, hence it is also known as female cycle. This cycle takes place only in females when they are mature. Means at maturity, at puberty, this cycle starts. The starting of this cycle is called menarche, and the permanent stoppage of this cycle is called menopause. This takes place at the age of about 12 years, and it takes place at the age of about 45 years. During pregnancy, this cycle is temporarily stopped. And menopause is the permanent stoppage of menstrual cycle, and menarche is the first occurrence of menstrual cycle. This is the difference between this and this. At puberty, this cycle starts, and this cycle takes place at the about 28 to 29 days. During pregnancy, this cycle starts temporarily at pregnancy. Temporarily stops this cycle. If in a female this cycle is stopped down, means they are probably pregnant. Okay? Menstrual cycle takes place in following 4 phases. First phase is bleeding phase. First phase is bleeding phase, or you can say menstrual phase. In this phase, about 3 to 5 days, menstruation takes place. Means bleeding of various materials from female body release out. This is called bleeding phase, or you can say menstrual phase. After this, it takes place about 3 to 5 days. After this, follicular phase takes place. Follicular phase is that phase of menstrual cycle in which at the surface of ovary many follicles are produced. Out of these various follicles, only one follicle matures and form Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle. Mature follicle in which ovum is present is called Graafian follicle. After this, there is follicular phase, then ovulation phase, or you can say ovulatory phase. In this phase, the Graafian follicle releases ovum, or you can say egg. Egg is released from Graafian follicle. After this, luteal phase takes place. Luteal phase takes place. In this phase, when Graafian follicle ruptures, the ovum releases out, and this ovum waits for fertilization, and the remain parts of Graafian follicle forms corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum releases progesterone hormone, which helps in maintaining pregnancy and various functions. This is about the menstrual cycle. Now I am going to discuss about the fertilization and implantation. This is the next topic of this chapter. Menstrual cycle, then fertilization and implantation. Fertilization and implantation. You know that during copulation or mating, male and female meet together and male enters its penis in the vagina of female and releases semen. The semen contains a large number of sperms. When these sperms are released within the body of female, you know this one is like this is ovary, this is the cervix, and now it is vagina, uterus lining, or you can say uterine wall. Here is the cervix, this is the vagina. Here penis releases a large number of sperms within this. Here in ampulla, this one is isthmus, ampulla, infundibulum, and this one is fimbriae. If let ovum is present here, a large number of sperms are released here and there. Only a few sperms reach up to the ovum. Only one sperm fuses with ovum to form zygote. The fusion of sperm with ovum to form zygote is called fertilization. Sperm contains n number of chromosomes, ovum contains n number of chromosomes, hence zygote contains 2n number of chromosomes. N and n combine together to form 2n. Zygote contains 2n number of chromosomes. When they are fused together, only nucleus of male, or you can say head of sperm, male sperm, enters within the ovum. You know that a chromosome is present at the tip of sperm. This chromosome releases an enzyme, hyaluronidase, which dissolves the zona pellucida layer of this ovum and makes a hole to entry of sperm head. This sperm head enters within the ovum and nucleus of both the gametes fuse together to form zygote. This zygote divides to form 2 cells, then 4 cells, then 8 cells, and so on. These new cells produced are called blastomeres. These blastomeres form a mass of ball-like structure that is called morula. After formation of morula, a small cavity is produced within this. The cavity is called blastocele and the complete structure is called blastula. This morula and blastula reach up to the uterine wall and gets attached with uterus wall. The attachment of this embryo, now it is called embryo, this attachment of embryo, this one is zygote and this one is embryo. After division it is called embryo. This embryo gets attached with the uterus wall. The process of attachment of embryo with the uterine wall is called implantation. After this implantation, a chorionic villi is formed here and forms an umbilical cord which attaches embryo with uterine wall. This umbilical cord gives nutrition and oxygen to developing embryo, and the waste materials and carbon dioxide produced within embryo are released within the body of its mother, or you can say female, through umbilical cord. Here the portion is called placenta. This placenta also acts as an endocrine gland. It produces various hormones for the development of this embryo. Placenta secretes HCG, human chorionic hormone. human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, HCl, HPL, sorry, human placental lactogen, estrogens and progesterone, various hormones are released from placenta. Means you can say placenta also, it says endocrine gland, which helps in development of this embryo and to form a fetus. This embryo after division and redivision forms fetus. The development of embryo takes place within the uterus. This uterus wall is very thick. It is formed of outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. This uterus wall helps in development of this embryo into fetus, and after the maturation of this fetus, delivery of the baby takes place. That delivery is called parturition. Parturition, or you can say birth. Birth is scientifically known as parturition. Parturition is the delivery of baby. About 9 months takes place. About 9 months takes to development of full fetus, from zygote to fetus. This period is called gestation period. This gestation period is of about 9 months. Within this 9 months, the embryo develops into fetus, and after complete development of fetus, it moves out by the hormone oxytocin. Oxytocin is the hormone released during the delivery of baby, or you can say parturition. After parturition, the fetus come out, and after delivery, this fetus is known as baby. Now it is called baby. After birth, this is called baby. Parturition. After this, lactation takes place. When baby births, then production of milk from mammary glands takes place. Before birth, there is no lactation takes place, and after birth of the baby, for nutrition of baby, milk are secreted from mammary glands of that mother or female, and this process is called lactation. Here, a very important word, colostrum. Colostrum is the milk secreted during initial few days after birth of the baby. This is highly immunizable milk, which is very necessary for the baby. It provides a large number of antibodies within the body of female, within the body of baby, and this is called colostrum. Colostrum is light yellow milk which provides nutrition as well as immunity to the baby. This is called colostrum. This is all about the fertilization, implantation, embryo development, parturition and lactation. These are the various topics related to this human reproduction. In my next lecture, I will discuss about the 4th chapter. That one is reproductive health. Okay, thank you.